Essentials of Spirent TestCenter GUI to Script Automation, HLTAPI. This course topic will provide an overview of the HLTAPI feature. Spirent HLTAPI High-Level Test API is designed to hide the lower-level APIs of Spirent TestCenter. This greatly reduces the need for any test script changes if there are changes to Spirent's lower-level APIs in newer releases. Spirent HLTAPI supports TCL, Perl, and Python. Depending on the automation preferences or requirements, test specialists can use any of these languages for tests. Spirent HLTAPI is a self-contained package built on top of the Spirent TestCenter native API library. In order to use the Spirent HLTAPI, the Spirent TestCenter native API library is required. You must add the path of the source code folder into the Windows environment variable TCL lib path. In order to verify the installation, launch a TCL shell and type package require Spirent HLTAPI. The version information indicates that you have successfully installed HLTAPI. Here in our example, we see that we have launched TCL. We have typed in package require Spirent HLTAPI, and then the Spirent HLTAPI version number of 4.52 was successfully loaded and initialized. If you wish to use the Save As feature within the Spirent TestCenter GUI, you must register HLTAPI within Spirent TestCenter. Merely launch Spirent TestCenter. From the main menu bar, select Tools, Options, and then select TCL/TK from the Options screen. Ensure that the TCL/TK installation path is correct. We've shown it here as C/TCL. However, you may have TCL located in another location. Select Apply, select OK. Also, as part of the install process, HLTAPI provides documentation. It is located in the User Doc folder after installing HLTAPI. There is an environment installation guide, a Perl installation guide, and an HLTAPI command reference guide. If you want to use the Save As HLTAPI wizard, you must launch this from Spirent TestCenter. From the menu bar, Tools, you select Custom Tools and click Save As HLTAPI. This slide presents the Save As HLTAPI wizard. At the very top, you have the area where you can save your scripts that you're going to create. You can browse to a folder that you would like to use. You have 3 radio buttons, one for TCL, one for Perl, and one for Python. You have the scaling mode. You have other options that you can select. You have the generate button that will create the HLTAPI scripts. And then you have the status screen that presents status of the script generation process. We will now take a quick look at the Save As HLTAPI for TCL. Select the radio button, HLTAPI for TCL. This is the default. Select the Browse button. Select a file folder. In our example, we've selected C, test HLTAPI.tcl. That's the file name. Select the Generate button. You will receive status within the status window. At the completion of that, a screen will prompt you to see if you want to view the generated script. If you would like to, select Yes. That will present the TCL script for the test. To execute the HLTAPI TCL script, make sure that your test ports are available, and then source the generated script in a TCL shell using the command source. If we look at our example, you will see that when we source in the TCL file, it presents the HLTAPI version, reserves the ports, and then it proceeds to run the test. The last item that we'll discuss is the Save As HLTAPI for Python. The process is the same. Select the radio button HLTAPI for Python, select Browse, select a file folder, select the Generate button. One thing we didn't mention before, but if you wanted to, you could select some of the options. The script is generated. If you view it, you will see the Python script. You also have to set up your Python execution environment, install Python onto your workstation, copy the HLT API for Python library files. Just as you did this for Perl, you now have to do this for Python. HLTAPI server SRV and the sth.py file, and copy these into your Python library. You will have to perform the actions with the Windows environment variable stc_tcl. And then finally, to execute the Python script, make sure your test ports are available and run the Python script with the command python and then the test name, in our case, test_HLTAPI.py. Thank you. This completes this video presentation.